for possibly around 15 years already, maybe before that even. My parents are Romy and Lois Devine. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Daddy. Shout out. They started back in the Philippines, and in 2004, we moved here to the US. And that's when we became officially part of the ministry as kids. Actually, funny story real quick. We didn't know that we were being brought to the kids camp. All I knew was we were eating at a buffet. After that, we were at a dark area, close to a cabin, with lots of kids. And then now we're participating in a Christ-centered camp. Yay! That's my experience. So I wasn't really asked, babe, you want to go to this camp? No, my parents put me there. That's how I began. And so after that, we became part of the youth. And then after that, my parents became youth coordinators. After that, we basically transferred to FFL. And then I became singles, part of the singles. I'm still single. And then my parents became the area head. I became a mission volunteer on November 2017, 2 weeks before my birthday. And then today, 2019, I'm here serving for everyone here. My parents are participating. My two sisters are at the Cfcfl conference serving. So even though we went through all these years within the ministry, it doesn't mean that we didn't experience any obstacles or any challenges. Because I know, and I'm sure everyone knows, that within this ministry, we have different types of people. They have different personalities, and I've experienced a lot of that. And that became one of our challenges. And aside from that, within our family, back a long time ago, probably like, give or take 15 or 14 years ago, my mom used to get mad at us for bringing up the ministry all the time. If we're at the table and I say, oh, this and this and this from the youth, why are you saying the youth? Why are you talking about the youth again? Just thinking that we're talking too much about the ministry. And then later on, a few years ago, my dad, he would correct him after his talks and let him know, with the intention of helping him out with his talk, we would correct him. And he would get mad at us, like really frustrated. I want to stop being in this ministry because you guys are telling me that I can't speak English. Sorry, Daddy. But that was a big challenge because we're fighting, and they were fighting, and that's hard for us. And then aside from that, for me as an individual, I wanted to give up. I just wanted to give up. I felt extremely dry spiritually. But then what made me stay? What inspired me? What did my parents do to inspire me to stay? Number one, they were praying. Every night, whether or not they see me seeing them praying, I would see them with each other. They would pray together or each other, I would hear them. And then they would pray for the family, and then they would pray for the ministry. And that's a big help. And that basically turned our perspective that this ministry helps us to be together as one family because we're serving together. And then, and after every service, we would fellowship. And that's spending time with each other. And then aside from that, my mom doesn't get mad anymore. When we bring up the ministry, she's actually the one bringing it up now. She's like, hey, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And then my dad doesn't get mad at us anymore. He actually accepts the correction and becomes better at speaking now. Yes, amen. But again, it doesn't mean that the challenges are not going to go away, because they're not. But at least we're becoming better. Number two, there's support. Oh my goodness. There's support for me becoming a mission volunteer, for me to be serving. It's so big for me, because every time I need that, because God put them as authority over me. I need that yes from them, not only from me. It's for me to be part of the conference, for me to serve as a mission volunteer every single time. And then this year, before I said yes to becoming a mission volunteer again, they basically had to kind of push me towards that direction. And they would always say, because I did 3 months as a nurse, and I was about to start, at that time, I was about to start becoming a nurse. And so, at that time, I was worried about becoming a mission volunteer and giving my 100%. And so what ended up happening is I didn't want to be a mission volunteer anymore. But then they're like, kung gusto mo, ayaw, may dahilan. If you want, you're gonna be able to do it. If you don't, obviously you're gonna make excuses. And so that pushed me. And them saying, I love you to me, and them saying, God bless you to me, that helped me. And then lastly, them inspiring me with their stories, with all their support, them inspiring me with that. Basically showing me by their example, showing me love, joy, faith, service, all of that. Being an example to me. Picking people up 3 hours away from our place just so that they can go to the meetings. And then telling me about some stories about us not being able to go back when we get to a conference because we don't have money to go back from the conference. But people provide money for us. And praise the Lord for that. And so lastly, I have that I planned and I prayed that I would bring this, I would say, legacy that my parents have brought to me, to my future family, whenever that is. And again, I'm Isabella Sabayan, and I stand by the life verse that my dad has had since 2003 and maybe even before that. As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord.